Hello. Good to see you.
Okay. Hello there, my fellow revenants. How is everyone doing? Can you believe it? We are up to 22 subscribers. Oh my goodness. This is nuts. This is crazy. This is getting out of hand. Everybody's seeming to enjoy what they're watching and how everything's shaping up and panning out here. Apparently everybody wants to see the road to 100. So welcome to, let's see, episode 38. And we're going to be running Achilles as excellent, EO. I am very happy about that. Now, this is an interesting kind of a blood code, as it is, you can see here, very imbalanced in across its stats and how it scales. But you notice our drain attack here. Again, we went over these DLC veils. Now, I want to show you why we're going with the Graceful Prominence. So if we go for a lightning veil, you'll notice that our drain attack damage did not change, so we're still at 2379. We're gonna go invisible, not invincible. This is the exact opposite of an invincibility build. And if we do a drain attack, we get the stinger tail, which is kind of cool, and that does 53. Okay. So that's our benchmark. It's nice that the numbers are the same, 53, so it makes it fairly easy to remember for nerdy weebs like me. So then if we change back to the ice, now we would want to change to the lightning, so that way when this guy does his lightning attack, we would have very extreme high resistance to it. However, if we change to the ice, since this guy is weak to ice, oh come on, there we go. Now the value will still be, you know, up here, but that does 14,000 damage. So yeah, it's 3 times the amount of damage. Oh my goodness. Code Vein. I just love the complexity that's in here, because it makes you really wonder what else is hidden in these little areas. So, okay, this is the for real thing. We're going to be running the Cerulean Spear, as this is a pierce and 2 pierce and 1 slash attack. Since this area is fairly weak to pierce, because you have these armored guys up here, and since they are always weak to pierce, and since our veil is a pierce veil with, coupled with ice, we will do this guy here, and then we get a backstab, and boom, he's pretty much dead. Oops. And he was going to finish him off. I don't know why I was facing the wrong way there or something. Now this will get only more out of hand as we go along here, because we'll be able to do things like overdrive, and we'll get a drain or a backstab on this guy, so we're up to 14,000 now. And I mean, we don't even have offensive order or somatic zeal. Okay, let's do those. We'll poke him in the back a little bit, get a backstab. Now we don't have extreme ichor regeneration. We only have about 6. So we need to be careful of when and where we spend our ichor. But because we're going to be mainly going for backstab invisibility through here, we should be okay. So we'll go ahead and spend 6 ichor here. Now these guys, I believe if you change to a fire veil, you would do more damage than with the ice, if I remember right. But 16,000 is pretty good. Would have been nice to get a drain on him as well, or a backstab, but that's okay. So this will serve us nicely here, as we're all out on pierce. Now our Night Fog Veil is out, so we definitely want to make sure that we have enough ichor to get that up for the next room. But in the event that that can't happen, we always want to bring along sound suppressors and camouflages in the event that we don't want to spend any ichor. So we'll go ahead and do Night Fog Veil. We'll run through here. Yep, go for the gunners first. And again, that's why we have you know, our actives here for overdrive, because we can one-shot these guys. Good job, Io. Look at you, animal. I approve. So this is a very interesting way to get just a one-shot bonanza on drains and backstabs. Now you'll notice that our I-Core stock only has a maximum of 34. So basically Achilles is, if you want to do something, Heimdall is usually the better choice. However, if you want the most out of these backstabs like this, then Achilles is most likely going to be your best bet. And then 2 shots for that guy. Okay, we'll try and get some drains on these guys. Okay. Try not to get hit by the monkeys, because remember, the monkeys have inhibit. There we go. Get a kill on him. Okay, not too bad. Anytime the monkeys show up, I get quiet because I'm trying to get rid of the monkeys as soon as possible. Them and the Successor of the Throat are my worst enemies in the game. I just hate them so bad. But as you can see, we have a little bit of problems here with our stamina when we get into firefights because we're not doing overwhelming damage. This is a very, very sneaky build. So you always want to try and be running Invigorating Rush, as this restores stamina every time you dodge an enemy's attack. So if we have that running, then we'll be okay, mostly, because we'll be able to dodge around and such. So let's go for these, go for this, and this, and we'll go for... We'll go ahead and let Offensive Order get up here, as that's a 20% damage buff. We'll get a backstab on this guy, get our I-Core up, because we don't want to be lacking as soon as we go for these guys. Oof. Oof. Get another backstab. Well, that was really unfortunate. I was trying to go for Circulating Pulse, or I forget what that's called. Circular Cleaver, that's right. Where's the hallway? There we go. Okay, let's get Overdrive up. And here they come. Okay, kill those guys real quick. That was the heavy charge attack. So we'll kill those two. Get a stagger on this guy. Okay, get a backstab. That's the hard part, is that that's where the bulk of our damage is coming from, is these backstabs. I mean, 16,000 on backstab. That is really, really good. So we want to be doing backstabs as much as we can, but again, like I said, you're just having a hard time getting enemies in position. But we can kill people with Circular Cleaver pretty quickly and easily. So we'll wait for these guys to come down the hallway here. We'll get a drain activator. Get our charge drain, or our charge attack. Okay, that guy's creeping in the background, so we can just kill this guy right quick, and then wait for this guy to hopefully run through here. And get a backstab on him. Now these guys, I mean, like I said, you want to take these guys seriously. You don't want to be caught in any kind of crossfire with these guys, because they will one-shot you pretty handedly. Since we don't have terribly high defenses, and this guy's electric attack, gotta get a backstab before that big guy chops us down. So this should do significant damage. Okay, and it killed, because he's weak to Ice and Pierce, the two things that we have going on our Veil, which is great, because as soon as those guys get crazy and they start going around and chopping you and throwing their electric damage and everything, so no, Io, you are one beautiful companion. And we got these. Okay, so not too bad there. That's why the Angel of Death is called thusly. Let's drink some water. Everybody's drinking water, I hope, or some other favorite drink of theirs. Water is my drink of choice. However, if I have a an actual option, and I feel like living large, I might go for an orange juice, as I've been known to do on the channel here from time to time. So let's go ahead and get our buffs up. Now, Invigorating Rush, it's not really mandatory, but we could go for a Fire Veil here and see how this does on backstab. If we have more damage than the ice. And no, we do not. So this guy takes the same amount of damage. Let's see about the fire or the lightning. So that's kind of neat that you can change up your damage scheme. Oh, come on. There we go. Hopefully it's more than 16,000. Probably not, but you never know. 19,000. Okay. So these guys, wow. Okay, so 16,000. So 19 over 16. So it's another 20%, 19% damage increase on those guys going for a lightning. So if you could quickly switch blood veils to the exact enemy that you're fighting, you could be really, really overwhelmingly powerful. But we're gonna stick with ice since we are mostly versus the Gilded Hunter, the black. What are these guys called? The Hunters in Black or whatever they're called. So that way we can go ahead and get the maximum damage on these guys that we can. Like these guys, for example. Oh man, that put it right through his skull. Sorry, buddy. So we can do that and just move on. And that way we don't have to deal with any of the gunners on the side over there. You can see him standing there. That guy's spooping over there in the corner, trying to take us out from a distance, but we're not going to let him have any opportunity in that. So Achilles, I would say that it's a pretty good blood code. Again, anything it can do, Heimdall can do probably better, just because, like I said, of the because of the stats that you have over there on the side. I don't think I can get over there. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Caps lock was getting pushed by erroneous button clicks. But it's nice with the Cerulean Spear here that we have quick mobility because it's alleviated, but it still does pretty significant damage. As you saw on the charge attack heavy that we had with it, we were doing like 9,000 damage to those guys running down the hallway there towards us. And the cool thing about this is because we have ice resistance here, we can go ahead and switch this up. We're at 105 ice, and we can switch this up to take this build into the fight with the Blade Bearer and Cannoneer. So it's very interesting that way that you can adapt it to run the entire Crypt Spire and then run the boss directly after. Wow, 21,000. That is insane. I think that's the highest damage I've ever seen on a backstab so far for regular enemies. There we go. Couldn't quite get the angle there on him. He always steps a little bit out of character there and doesn't let me get what I want. Doesn't let me have my way with him. Oh, a black bayonet. That's very cool. Okay, so that's this room cleaned up with basically no issues at all. Now we've taken a little bit of damage, but again we have 7 more regenerations. So you know, I don't think the jury's like really still out on this build. I would say this is definitely something you would want to go for. Definitely pick up a Graceful Prominence. I don't really like the look of it. I never really did like these Raven Fatigue style veils, as they look kind of goofy because it's like this vested dress. I mean, it's a cool design. I mean, somebody had to come up with this, so I appreciate their work and their time that they, you know, and the attention to detail on the feathers and everything. I just, you know, for me and what I prefer, I didn't really care for it too much, so I always take that one off. But something like the Black Blood Liberator, that is a fantastic looking veil, as it's like a tattered, ripped piece of cloth that you just kind of drape over. So it makes you look like you're in a kind of post-apocalyptic kind of world like this, which we most definitely are. Okay, let's get a backstab on this guy. And people said that, you know, assets were reused here. Come on, look, it's red. I mean, how is this just the red cathedral? Yeah, but you know, who cares? Doesn't spoil the game for me, and it never will. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch up to our lightning, since we know we're going to be up here, coming against the big boy up here. Now, see, invigorating rush. Since we're killing everybody so fast, we might want to rethink about that slot down there, maybe for something different. Okay, let's see if we get a one shot on this guy. I'd love it if we get a one shot. And yeah, oh no, not quite, not quite. Still need a little bit more damage. Oh well, we did really well. 19,200. That's really good. That's so he has probably 20,000 HP. So if we could get something to get us over that little bit more damage there, then that would be great. Now the reason we're doing the Graceful Prominence is because it keeps us light, or quick mobility, so we can dodge effectively. And see, even though we're not getting a backstab on this guy because we're doing pierce damage, we take him out basically for free. Oh, good job, EO. I'll get another knockdown. Just stab him while he's on the floor. Okay, and you always want to go invisible here. Because who comes in? The stupid monkeys again. Ah. Okay, so let's take him out. Get some drain attacks here on him. Get some Ichor back. And get some sweet, sweet revenge. Oh, thank you. I just cannot stand the monkeys. Monkeys are absolute worst. So Achilles, it is fairly situational. However, it is extremely strong when you're running some kind of a dex build like this. But not any kind of dex build. If you pair it with the DLC, like I said, if you pair it with a dex DLC drain attack veil, then yeah, you're gonna just wreck in adventuring. And because they have extreme elemental resistances, they do very well also here against the blade bearer and cannoneer. So it's almost like they were created exactly for this pairing, which is nice for us that we have extra options other than just the regular veils that we had. Okay, so we can go for Pierce and Fire against the Blade Bearer, and Crush Ice versus the Cannoneer. Now he's weak to poison, or he can take damage from poison, and she doesn't take any status effects. So for this, let's see, because I don't think we can get Elemental Wall. So we'll go for Flame Resistance. That'll bring us up 45 more, so that'll bring us up to 103, which is really good. We won't need this, so we'll go for Ice. That'll bring us up even more. We won't go for Overdrive. We won't need Sharpened Fangs. We will need... Let's see, for him we're going to need Crush. I don't believe there's a Crush... I don't believe at all that there's a Crush Bayonet. Or, a Crush Halberd. So we're just going to have to do with what we have here. So we will go for an Ice Impaler. And that still keeps us at a normal, which is unfortunate. But that's what it is. So here we'll go for a Flame buff. And here, sure, we'll keep that going. Let's see. Go for more stamina. Okay, this looks pretty good. We'll go for Ice and Fire. And we won't be needing this, so we will go for reduction on dodges and more stamina. Okay, that should be pretty good. So we'll try out Achilles here, and since we have 34, we're at our max full Ichor here. Oh, we won't need Sharpened Fangs. I thought I changed that. We won't need Sharpened Fangs, so we will definitely go for... let's see. We'll go for Halberd Mastery. Get some more damage out of our weapons here, so... Okay. Wish us luck. We should...
Here is heavy.
Is it? Heavy air? Okay. Let's go ahead and get back some of our... Oh, I need a willpower of C. Okay, so we'll go for strength and willpower. We'll go for blood sacrifice, and we'll get some of our ichor back here. Now we can use two ichor buffs there, and one regen, and we should be pretty good. So we'll go for this, 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 this. There we go. Okay, and then we'll switch back to circulating or circular cleaver. No, we'll go for chariot rush definitely, and switch back to swift destruction, and get our things on deck here. Oh, flame weapon expired already. Oh well, it got us all the other resistances, so we can go into the fight prepped and ready to go. Okay. Now I'm gonna cheat on Mido. We're definitely going to crush him, since I don't enjoy that fight at all, and Pierce is not what you want to be doing versus him. So, yeah. And again, this is just like... Come on. This is just like the other fights where you definitely want to be doing your passives after the fight begins. Okay. I just want to do a chariot rush. Awesome, we caught her with the first half. Oh, okay. Come on, sit still, lady. Oh. Okay. What's Io doing over there? You need to slow down there, lady. Okay, let's get flame weapon going. Good, we can get a chariot rush on her. Oh. Let's get a charge attack. Oh. Okay, our buffs are out. So let's get flame and ice. Good. And let's get ice and flame. Man. They are just going for Io. Good. Get a bunch of damage on here. Oh, I just hate the flame. Gotta get out of here because he's gonna kill us. Let's get stamina. Nope. There we go. Let's get flame weapon going. And oh, there we go. She ran right into that. Okay, awesome. Now, why is that awesome? Because we can switch to flame. And we'll go ahead and heal up. Yeah, I can. And we'll go for flame. And we'll switch to the impaler. This is a pretty good weapon. Not my favorite, but it's alright. It is definitely a good pierce weapon. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Oof. Okay, and we definitely want to change to ice damage. And we got flame. And ice. There we go. Oops. See, now we're taking no flame damage, so... We'll get some damage in here. Now again, we should be doing crush damage versus him. But that's okay. We'll be fine here. Do another chariot rush. Oh, we got 2 chariot rushes in there on him. He's getting it from both sides. And even though we take the flame to the face, it doesn't matter. Okay. So, you know, again, halberds versus him, not the best, because you definitely want to be doing crush damage versus him, but it's okay. So now again, I just do not like Mido. I don't like his fight. I don't like who he is. I don't like anything about him. So we're just gonna go ahead and get this over with.
Keep yourself safe.
Oops. Should we do? Let's do the cert build, since you know that's kind of a different way to go about things. So we want here. We want to be light as much as we can. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and we'll do this and this, and we're definitely. Should we do hammers, or we'll go for hammers, and I forget what else we need there. Okay, so then we go for jack, and then we need. Let's see, oh, we don't have final journey. That's right. So we'll go for this, and we'll go for this, and this, and this, and this. And here we're going to go for more damage. And here we need willpower of B. So here we will go for strength and willpower to go for gift prowess. Okay, that should be pretty good. And here we can go for strength and dex, and we're going to go for... this is the heaviest weapon in the game right here. This Hammer of Thraldom. So if you're ever hoping to do any kind of damage with that, that's what you want to be going for. Okay. And we're still slow. Okay, what if we go for this? Good, we're normal. And we will go for a mobility enhancer, and this, and this, and we'll get rid of that one. Okay. This should be pretty good. And we'll switch this out when we get closer. Oh, we definitely need that 2 I-core. So this is the Juggernaut Sledgehammer, as you get it from the first boss, Oliver Collins, in the game. This is one of the places where it can be used to great effect in order to just destroy this guy in a one-shot. I've not tried a one-shot on Mido in 23 star. Or in really anything. I've never tried a one-shot on him, so we'll see how we do here. That's right. Now the wall up here is at the top of the stairs, so you get to about here, and you want to definitely go ahead and power up here. And here we're going to go for Rush of Blood. You'll see why here in a second. Now we'll spend all our health here. That's okay. There we go. And we'll do this, so we can have Fatal Surge going. And we'll do that. And we can't use any more regeneration. And we're going to switch back to... oh, we have to do one more. And we switch back to this. And we're good to go. And I think it heals us up back to full health here at the beginning of the fight. So that's why, what is that? Survival Instinct is not really beneficial here at all, because you don't really get any benefit out of it, because it'll heal you back to full health, and so you're just kind of sitting here waiting. Oh, it doesn't heal you. Okay, I thought it did. Oh, We did not get the attack off. Okay. Oh, Jack. Okay. I'll do that. Do that. Okay. So yeah, all our buffs ran out, everything ran out. We didn't have enough time to get that one shot off. So I don't know if we can... Well, we'll try it one more time here, and then we'll go for a Queenslayer. Because I know that is a definitely a one shot. Okay. So we got our setup here. Yeah, we're good to go. And I don't believe that you can do any elemental damages against him because he's resistant to almost all of them. So we'll go for this, and then we'll see where we end up. Now, as soon as you do the fight here with him once and die or beat him or something, the invisible wall that triggers the fight is right here at these two pillars. So we'll go for this. Go back to Rush of Blood. Oh, wrong button. Sorry about that. Okay. And go for this and this. And now we gotta power our way up here. Okay. So that's why Mido is kind of, whatever, because he just, takes everything so unfairly. Now we've got a lot of regen inducers, so we'll use a bunch of these. And then we will go for, where is it? This. And then go for this. And we'll get the missile route ready, just in case the one shot does not work. Oh. He's a one shot against us, of course. Okay. Oh, that was pretty good. Oh, of course. Oh. Got him down 87.5%. Too bad. Every bar of health is 12.5%. 1/8 of his health. So we got him down 7/8.
Are you fully conscious?
Yeah, I'm fully conscious. So Cert got us close there, but no cigar. So we'll go back to this and see we're normal with the Queenslayer Greatsword, and this is Extreme Crush. It would be awesome to go for the Blanche Greatsword, but it does a lot less damage. But that's a cool Greatsword for sure. Okay, let's go for this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. And then, so now we won't need to go for any kind of Rush of Blood shenanigans here. And this, we definitely want to go for Strength and Dex. And that'll allow us to completely annihilate this guy. I hope. I mean, like I said, I've never done a one-shot on him, so this will be news to me if this actually goes down. And the reason we're using the Queenslayer Greatsword is because it's a crush sword. All the other great swords, let's see, all the other great swords are slash to an extent that you can't get a whole lot of out of them. Now, the Wrathful Balmung is a dex sword, so that's a very interesting kind of a sword, but it's not what we're going to be going for here. So here we're definitely going to go for the 10% on this. Oops. Not watching where I'm going. Alright. Okay. But I won't. So there. Okay. So this. Now we'll see how this goes.
That's a good idea.
There we go. Now this will give us 6 I-Core back. And we'll switch this to Steadfast Strike. And we'll dodge over here, pick up our haze. Oh, that was really close. That was really close to a one-shot. I am pretty impressed with that. That is really great. So we got really close to a one-shot. So I don't know if we can do a one-shot on Mido in the later stages. I mean, we got really close there, but Crush is definitely the way to go. He's got really high resistances to everything else. So this is possibly as much damage as you could possibly get on him. But I'm not going to run to the next area. I'll save you all the time of running. But thank you all for joining me. That was the Crypt Spire. This has been me, Owen, and thank you all for coming along. And again, thank you so much for all the support on the channel with all the craziness here with the subs and everything. You all are just fantastic. So thank you for showing the love and the support towards the channel. I'm doing my best to dream up, crazy things here for you guys. So it's been so great running this game, just to show people what the game can be, and in my opinion, kind of the way that the game was intended to be. So thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you next time.